Hello, my beautiful two-pinners, my two personal year journeyers. This is your video recording for the invitations and shadow aspects of November. Now, because you're in a two personal year and November is an 11 month, which is a two, there is some very interesting aspects that are happening for all of you, okay? So I'm sitting at my piano right now and music is math, and this is kind of this frequency that I'm gonna play you just a teeny tiny little bit of a piece that represents this 2-4. Your bogey is a 4. Structure, order, master builder, systems, don't skip steps, all that kind of stuff. It kind of sounds like this, that combination for you. Beautiful piece. That, yes, is all going on my album for classical music. So anyways, but it feels like this, you have this beautiful melody line of the 2, which is empathic, right? It's connected. You're working with people and empathically, intuitively, that place that doesn't have words, you're collaborating, you're communicating, you're taking that information and you're doing something with it productive, right? So we've been in this surge now since September, which is the last quarter for all of the personal year cycles, where it's a repeat of the first quarter of our year at a higher octave. So what we really want to do is we want to bring it on home, get the biggest bang for our buck as we are, finishing up. You guys are finishing up the 2 frequency, highly empathic. And inside of that, there is a need to lay down clear boundaries. I've talked to you guys a lot about that. So what is your invitation for November? This 4 frequency tells me that what you've got going on is building structures, creating systems, whether it's inside of your personal life, business, or otherwise, all right? Not skipping steps, but really creating a solid foundation, boots on the ground. Looks like hard work. Looks like not skipping steps. It looks like laying down a foundation that you're going to be able to stand on for years, if not decades to come. That's what's happening this month. So whatever you have honed and refined and created throughout this year, that is a building block to your entire life. And this deep empathic connection, this intuitive connection that is really quite extraordinary. It really sits in the heart of emotional intelligence, which has its own language, and you're diplomatically weaving it into creating a solid structure, okay, you guys? So every day, as you move through the 11 frequency of November, which is only giving you a lot more juice. Well, I actually need to talk to you about that for just some basic grounding premises are really, really important. But the 1 frequency is the creator and the generator of creating something new, something intangible to tangible, taking raw energy and making something out of nothing, coupled with the psychic channel of the 11, coupled with you which is highly intuitive, empathic, and you're working on relational building, and now it's structured time. So I don't see you guys getting a lot of sleep. There isn't a lot of rest in 4 frequency. It's work. All right, you guys. So find that balance, because you're also social. How can you be social, 2s, creative, artistic, social, and still also create this, this working base? It will be, it's most of the time this sits in relationship, and it sits in your business. Collaborating with others, really understanding each other, understanding why you're building what you're building, okay? All good stuff. It feels so good at the end of the month. Here's the shadow aspect of the 4. And if the shadow aspect of your 2 starts to come in, you guys, nip it in the bud, shift it back towards the invitation, which is what I just said. Shadow aspect of 4 is apathy, laziness, wanting to skip steps, and when you've, but still get the end result. And doing this, hoping you get away with it. Don't do any of that stuff. When you couple it with the 2 frequency, the reason why you guys might be tipping into just, it looks like laziness, but really what it is it's overwhelm. It's because you're not putting down some healthy boundaries. This is what I needed to talk to you about. You're not making sure that you are tending and nurturing and loving yourself just as much as you are others. And so all of a sudden you go into retreat mode because you're overwhelmed. It's very typical of the journey of the 2 frequency. Common, all right? And so just quickly recalibrate that. And that looks like feed yourself, make sure that you're getting enough sleep, put yourself first, but put yourself first in a way that says, okay, hold on a second. It's nobody's fault why this is happening. I'm good, I'm okay. I'm simply overextended. And I'm also, psychically overextended. I'm getting a lot of information in, and it's a little bit overwhelming. You recalibrate, you get some basic practices. I have a 2 in my life path. I'm a 27-9, and so it's something that I learned early on. All right, this is what I do. I have a morning routine, and I meditate. I'm in deep relationship with my mental field, and I know when I've overextended my giving and I'm feeling depleted, and so I immediately come back. I nurture myself. Yeah, I have a night to myself. I do the practices. I might take a bath. These are things that are nurturing to self, all right? Or I might go have dinner with a really good friend who is completely balanced. Right, just inside of themselves, and they love me for me, all right? So think about that, you guys. This is November. Good luck with this. I cannot wait to hear the updates. If you ever need, would like a session with me, go over to 12listen.com. If you click on the little picture in the right-hand corner, it'll take you right to my YouTube homepage, and you'll see the link to 12listen.com. That's where I work about 7 days a week. I know, but I love my job, and it's my home away from home and my family of choice. All right, you guys, all the loves to you, and questions, comments, likes, subscribe, share, all that kind of stuff. All the loves, and until next month, you're going into a 5. Get that foundation down. Get it down, guys.